right, it started running. Hello, guys. Whoever is a member of my community, welcome back. Who is not, please do subscribe and ring the bell for new videos that coming out when I do them. I will talk today about interesting stuff. I needed to search something on internet a while ago, and I couldn't find a thing about it. And I was absolutely sure that this event happened a long time ago, and I said, oh, I'm just gonna go on internet and just sit. No, no, no. It's not there. It's erased. Then I remembered the interesting thing. I think Elon Musk was the one who said there will be no more secrets in the world ever with this internet that we have. And even if you have stuff like people erase everything from internet, there may always going to be something that have something stored on their device. And then after a while it's published again. So even if you have something that people in power don't want on internet and erase it all over using the computer programs to software to do that, after a while information still pops up and reappears on the World Wide Web. So looks like they found a way to combat information from the past. And this is exactly what Mandela effect in Gangstalking is. So what is Mandela effect? Mandela effect, as by name, it's named after the Mandela, the human rights activist from South Africa that was fighting apartheid, went to jail. And if whoever remembers what the Mandela effect itself was, a lot of people thought that Mandela a lot of people were left with the impression that Mandela died a long time ago. And then suddenly he reappears again. So that's why they said, oh, wait a minute. Wasn't he dead? No, he wasn't. But a lot of part of the world population were left with the impression that he was dead. So since then, this is what they call it. It's Mandela effect. It's opinion that it's created by by a large number of people, but in the end, actually, it's wrong. And the same thing goes with manipulating of history. Not just manipulating history, but manipulating specific events in history that are very specific and very secretive. So I would say, just to give you one example of Mandela effect on very little scale. I worked in a hotel once, and we had not robberies, but we have thefts. Several people were reporting that lived in a hotel long term, that they had stuff disappearing from their rooms. And one day, one group of people meet a specific employee of the hotel that I worked for at the time, and they had recognized one of the item of the clothing that this guy was wearing, that it was stolen. So we were told to watch for this guy if he shows up. And one day I was sitting on the second shift, like 10, 11 o'clock at night, and I see this person walking into our hotel. So I called my manager and everything. They called the cops, and when he came out of the hotel, he was arrested. But he never had anything. When they arrested him, he didn't have anything suspicious with him that would prove that he was the thief. But not just that. This is what happened after. They wanted to take him in and have a conversation with the police, and he refused because there was something by law allowed him to refuse things. And the one police officer was collecting the time. I saw this guy walked in the specific time. I saw this guy walked in the specific time. But then there are other people that did the same thing, and so the cops would get this spreadsheet with the time this guy was seen in a hotel, and ended up that something was wrong because within several hours they were posted time of people seeing him in the hotel were like spread all over so several hours, and actually he was in the hotel like 10-15 minutes, according to my opinion. For instance, I saw him walking in and I saw him walking out in about 15 minutes. And what happened is the cops marked the time of other people, whatever they gave information for. And as I said, it ended up being spread all over several hours. And it, in the end, were absurd. They couldn't charge him because I would say one thing one time, the other guy would say that he saw him a specific time. And we all were in the same shift, but this is the whole thing. It was very weird. Second shift where I said one thing. The night shift supposedly said another thing. And after all, when they put all the time he was seeing in a hotel, it was like different times, different dates practically. And it became absurd. And the lawyer of the guy said, "You don't have information. You cannot prove practically that the guy was in a hotel." It was Soviet time era. It was 1980s, and we didn't have cameras all over like you have now here in the States. But at the time, they had only specific places in the camera where the camera was placed that they can watch people, but not all over the hotel. And so the fact of what it is was false information from a group of people about a suspect that was stealing stuff from the hotel. And in the end, it became absurd to be this person could not be charged because of the contradictive information given by the employees all over. I gave my information, it wasn't good for them. The other people gave their information, the cops, it wasn't good for the cops either. So in the end, what happened is the guy wasn't charged and he walked away, and he just went and lived his life after that. So this is what Mandela effect can do. For instance, you write down specific things that happened to you as gangstalker, like targeted individual, a long time ago, and then you go back to this time, and you see there is something different, and whatever you're talking about, it's in a different time frame, and then when it's in different time frame, it's become irrelevant for you as a gangstalking person. De facto, Mandela effect can rob you of proof of specific things. It's very horrible. And this is what Mandela effect in gangstalking is. This is the only way to keep secrets. It's to distort the secrets. So if they say, yeah, there was something like this, they say, yeah, there was something like this. Of course there was something like this, but you're wrong. But it wasn't then. It was not in Atlanta. It was in Portland, Oregon. Or wasn't in Salt Lake City. It was in somewhere. Or it wasn't in Portland, Oregon. It was in Portland, Maine. And it wasn't the same year. It was a different year or a few years before that. You were mistaken, boy. You know what I mean? So in the end, the information that's given to you is changed, every new information. So with time, the Mandela effect changes the whole structure of a crime, which is really sad for us. I said that's why if you are gang stalked, you will have you should have document very well whatever happened. Okay, this is it for guys talking for this time, and now I'm gonna answer questions. There is a guy local 30 Philadelphia asks me, "How are you?" Yes, thank you, sir. I'm fine. How are you? I love some people when I'm live show up and ask questions, but I will try not to answer it right away. I will just simply wait until I'm done, whatever I have to say. This way it doesn't confuse me. I will finish completely whatever I plan to say, and then I will answer questions, whatever people write. There's only one question now, so there's one gentleman. And actually, there's only one person online watching. There were a few before that, but okay. Yes, I'm still in my apartment. Thank you, sir. Uh, for how long, I have no idea. It's going to be nice for as much as possible because I mean, let's put it this way, it's a free ride. Now I no longer pay. Um, I pay on the homeowners association, and then I'm waiting until the foreclosure. I do foreclosure, but for now I'm still in my apartment. Thank you. Thank you for remembering. So, as I said, I hope it's going to be still a few months, and then this will help me to maybe organize again and do something different. But it's not going to be Atlanta. Atlanta is a really gang-stalking town, and it ended up being really not just gang-stalking, it was merciless. It's one of the biggest disappointments of my life actually I had here. Thank you, sir, for enjoying my video. Keep watching. Then there's nobody else anymore here. Okay, then I will say goodbye for everybody, and I hope my video loads really fast. It's already almost 11:30 here in the morning, and I'm gonna have to go work in a few short in a short time. Okay, thank you, and have a good day.